I was down to 800 calories a day at one point. Somewhere dark, somewhere like a disco, somewhere no one can see me.
He puts all the weights on, and it's like,
yeah, I've dropped the barbell on my head the day of the Melbourne Comedy Festival gala. And I just thought she was being a mole. And she is, to be fair. Great girl, not my cup of tea. The diet is rice and beans, and we were the very first season. Got really hangry and we were like, you just go in there and you eat that elephant shit. No, I couldn't stand it.
That's the one I would do. I would love that.
Really? I'm about to be in 5 years. Sounds so wanky. They must be thinking I'm having a house party every single day. If you hear weird noises coming from the ice bath,
it's fine.
That's just me in character. I don't want someone to be yelling at me to run up a hill. I always describe myself as a paperclip wearing skin. This body cannot take it. And then I discovered drama.
Joel Creasey.
Hello.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much. I'm thrilled to be here. I feel like I'm going to work harder on this than I do on Ricky, Lee, Tim and Joel.
Of course, yeah.
Although that said, dealing with the two of them is a workout in itself.
I've known Tim Blackwell for about 20 years now, and trust me, you've got the hardest job.
Thank you. Finally, someone says it.
No, I get it.
Yeah, this will be a walk in the park.
Absolutely. Now, how is the motivation at the moment for a workout? I know I'm always up and down when it comes to getting into the gym.
I'm in between. Once I'm hooked, I'm there every day.
Yeah.
I'm currently, I'm near the bait. I'm not on the hook yet. I'm ready for a workout. I'm about to go on tour, so I want to look, I want to look hard. Yeah. I think that's why people come to see me,
I know, obviously, you have done, men's health.
Yes.
Huge transformation.
That was a massive transformation because I always describe myself as a paperclip wearing skin. So that was a lot of work. I was down to 800 calories a day at one point.
Really?
But that was the last 2 weeks.
I was going to say, I would have thought it'd been the other way for you and sort of more.
No, it went up and then it went down to 1200, then it went down to 800.
Yeah, okay.
And then the morning of the shoot, I got to have half a glass of red wine and a Mars bar.
Yeah, so I'm always interested on the day of a shoot like that. So yeah, what did you do?
They gave me half a glass of red wine, and because I was off the booze, I was like, woo! Actually, I needed it for confidence. And then a Mars bar, because apparently it goes to your veins and the sugar. And I looked like that for, I reckon, half an hour.
Yeah, right.
For the shoot, and then we went straight out and had a beer and ate. And people go, oh, how did your stomach go? It was fine.
Yeah, 100%.
I could eat. It was rewarding. Do I need to do it again? No.
How much did you sort of keep after it all happened? Did you sort of go straight back to old habits? Did you stop training?
It definitely taught me that, doing it the proper way, the hard way, you might say.
Yeah.
It does work. Yes. It actually works.
The boring stuff works.
The boring stuff
Eating
works.
well, going to the gym.
Yeah. And also, even timing when you eat, because I work at night, I'm a late night eater.
Yeah, right.
And that's not great.
No.
Yeah, so just timing when my meals are, that really helped. As opposed to eating a bag of chips during the radio show and then having a Big Mac at midnight.
Yeah, that's good for you, isn't it?
It is. Well, the problem is my partner is a PT.
Yeah, right.
So he can eat whatever he wants, whenever he wants. He's also a little bit younger.
Yeah, right.
And I try and keep up with him, and this body cannot take it. Yeah. Okay. I don't normally try my jewelry on, but I figured just for this.
Yeah,
why
of course.
not?
Yeah. Still gotta look good.
Absolutely. It'd be so satisfying if you couldn't do it.
Just lost count.
I think it's 2.
Yeah. You know that we actually shared the stage together about 15 years ago.
Yeah.
You introduced me coming onto stage for 2010 Raw Comedy.
Get out.
Yeah, there's vision of it, somewhere online.
So, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to stage. This guy's wonderful. The brilliant Mr. Callan.
I was hosting the show?
Yeah, you were hosting.
I thought I was a baby comic back then.
Back in the day.
Well, how did you go?
You
obviously left a huge amount.
Yeah,
I really remember.
You were terrible. I won through to Melbourne. So I got
you won the stat? That's impressive.
My 4th gig ever was at Melbourne Town Hall in front of the 2,000 people on ABC TV.
Well, if it helps, I did raw comedy and I didn't even win the state. I didn't get to go to Melbourne.
Well, I forgot what I was going to say when I walked out on stage.
That always happens.
But it actually helped because I walked out and I was like, I forgot what I was going to say. And everyone laughed and I was like, yes. And then I just went into my bit. As I was saying, you are a Perth boy.
Yes.
And you went to Wesley.
Went to Wesley,
You were
yes.
a like full-on competitive swimmer back in the day.
I was a backstroker.
Yeah, right.
And then the hours did not suit me, even at that age. I think there might have been something I think I might have had something there. And then I moved on to tennis.
Yep.
I was the mixed doubles under 14s state runner-up.
Yeah, okay.
The only reason we did well is because my partner Holly had a much stronger serve than me and would get us through. But also having scoliosis, it was the worst sport.
Absolutely.
Building up one side of your body.
Yeah, shit.
And then I discovered drama and performing arts and never touched the sport again.
Never
I did
again.
play hockey
Yeah, okay.
as well.
Yeah, I'm a hockey player. I love hockey.
Really?
Yeah.
I liked it, I was just no good.
Yeah, right.
I was just no good. I started doing stand-up when I was 16. We're night animals.
Yeah.
So at the moment I'm currently trying to adjust my body clock because I'm about to go on tour in 6 days' time. And you don't end up getting to bed till about 1 or 2 a.m. by the time you've sort of had your little come down. You get up at like 10, 11, and then I go into the studio to do the radio show. So it's kind of hard, but I love cardio.
Yeah, right.
I never do that with a trainer. That's something I do myself. And I'll always try and find, like, I don't mind a HIIT class, like a 1 hour of Barry's, somewhere dark, somewhere like a disco, somewhere no one can see me.
Yeah.
Or my obsession was a thing called Rise Nation, which is a climbing class. It's on a climbing machine to music. It's 30 minutes.
Yeah, right.
And I loved it. And the day it shut, it was like your favourite pub closing down.
Yeah, right. Is it one of those like mountain climber things that do that?
It's what's it called?
Or does it
a
like
Versa climber, so your feet are in there too.
And it just never stops. It just keeps coming. Is that what it
You
is?
can kind of decide when it goes, but you sort of do it to the music. I've never been able to explain it properly to people.
Yeah, right.
Nor was I ever able to convince anyone to come with me. Hence why it probably shut down. But I loved it.
That one's going. Yeah, right.
I would cancel like dinners with friends so I could go and do a Rise class.
Shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So bring it back.
Just a quick break from the workout to let you know that this episode of Working With is brought to you by my gym partner, Revo Fitness. Revo gyms have got literally every single piece of equipment that you need for a great workout. Great for chest. All the gear for your back. Massage chairs for recovery. Plenty of squat racks for leg day. Just turns out that I hate leg day, so I'm not going to demonstrate that for you right now. You got great lighting for gym selfies. I look jacked in this mirror. Pilates studio, arms. And just so you know, this is a special, like, very heavy bar that doesn't need any weights, all right? And you get all of it for only $9.69 a week. And do you know what you get for $9.69 a week these days? Absolutely nothing. They're open 24/7. There's always one nearby, so no excuses, all right? Let's get back to the workout.
What's nice about this gym, aside from our cameras, is it's not one of those gyms where everybody has a tripod filming their workout.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, just our two massive
Just us.
cameras
Well,
here.
you know, that's fair enough. They're following us at least.
You're here in Sydney, you're based in Melbourne, you work evenings, you work nights.
Yeah.
It's always so hard to even just have any sort of routine, right?
It's impossible. I've got a new PT now. I don't think he really likes me because I keep cancelling. So for example, I'll do the show this afternoon, I'll fly home tonight. Probably I'm not going to feel like working out tomorrow morning after an evening flight. So yeah, it's tricky. And then when I go overseas to do shows, you're jet lagged, you do the shows, and then you're gone. So yeah, one Eurovision I was like, I'm going to work out every day. And I did 2 days, and then the next 5. All felt
That's what I always say to myself when I'm on the plane. When I'm on the plane, I'll write. I'm going to write all this stuff and get all organised, and then you're like, get up Netflix.
What's your take on gym grunters, like really loud people at the gym?
The gym I go to back in Perth, there is a guy there that he does like one rep of one thing and just makes like the biggest deal about it. Like walks around, puts all the weights on, and then he's like, and then drops it. So the whole gym is like, holy shit!
Yeah, we know you're there, mate.
Yeah,
we know
it's
you're
like,
there.
okay, cool. So I don't know, like Yeah, sometimes I've gotten to the last rep of a 10 set where I'm like,
Fair.
oh, you know, and
Yeah.
then drop it.
Yeah.
But I'm not like
No,
Maria
there's-
Sharapova or anything.
I mean, I wish I was Maria Sharapova.
Yeah, well,
that is the one thing I do wonder about those HIIT classes. There's so many people in there going mad with
Yeah.
weight. You do injure yourself. It can't be that good
Yeah,
for you.
yeah. I can't do kettlebells because every time I swing a kettlebell, I'm like physio, neck's
Yeah.
out, need like pins and needles
Yes.
and stuff in my neck.
Yeah, I've dropped the barbell on my head the day of the Melbourne Comedy Festival Gala. There was a lot of makeup involved in that set.
Shit.
Yeah. And my brain was like, not there.
Yeah, you would have been concussed.
Yeah, I got through it though.
You figured out you had scoliosis pretty early.
Well, I found out I had scoliosis, and then my mum took me to a chiro who gave me 6 appointments and told me I was cured. Like a few years later, we went to another physio, another chiro, and they were like, "What? You can't. It's not really something
you
you
can't
can
cure.
cure."
What was it affecting? Like, how did you sort of figure it out to start with in terms of?
I think my sister used to always say to me, "Why are you standing on a tilt? Why are you lopsided?"
Yeah, right.
And I just thought she was being a mole.
None of your business.
And she is, to be fair. Not my cup of tea. Great girl, not my cup of tea. So I still have treatment to this day, and it's
wow.
caused me a whole range of issues. I've had my hip out of line. I recently I've got new orthotics because I had a pronated hip. I've had bursitis, which my doctor said is most commonly seen in pregnant women.
Oh, great.
Awesome.
Thanks.
Really, yeah, niggles you in lots of different ways, but it's a great excuse to get a massage.
Yeah,
So
100%.
I don't mind that.
Yeah.
When I was training for Men's Health, the only injury I got was I actually tore an ab. When you're also getting ready for a Men's Health shoot, the last thing you want to do weeks out is injure an ab.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that was fine. This one was torn.
Yeah, okay.
I can't feel it now. She's well protected.
Would you do it again? Like a transformation type?
I would, because
type
there's nothing like the fear of public failure to make you do something.
Yeah, okay.
Hence why I do stand-up comedy.
Yeah. I'm a celebrity. A few years ago now.
Yeah.
Was there like a fair bit of weight loss during that? Because I saw Maddie J, I think, just was talking
Yeah,
about he
I
lost like
couldn't believe how
7
much he
kilos
lost.
or something.
I lost 13 kilos. I lost, I think, the first 10 in the first 2 weeks, and then my body got used to it.
Right.
And then I lost the next 3 over the next month. I was pretty fit when I went in.
Yep.
I was 24 as well.
Right, okay.
That helped. But yeah, it's hard.
Yeah, right. So what's the diet?
The diet is rice and beans, and we were the very first season, so I think, not only were we kind of like building civilization, as dumb as that sounds, but we were,
Yeah.
the producers were still working it out as
Yeah.
well. So
And they probably wanted to go harder and make it like harder on you to get the better television.
yeah,
and all
like
that.
Matty J's season now, it's a lot more entertaining. They have them do a lot more. Our season was it genuinely was camping outdoors. You'd get rice and beans, and if people didn't win stars
Yep.
in the Tucker trials, and they're called the Tucker trials, so you win Tucker for camp, all you have is rice and beans. And for about 10 days, Australia thought it was hilarious to keep voting Miss Australia in because she wasn't doing the Tucker trials.
Oh, shit.
So for the first few days, we as a camp were like, don't worry, babe, if you don't want to do it, don't do it. And then after
Then the hunger kicks
yeah,
in.
then we got really hungry and we were like, you just go in there and you eat that elephant shit. So yeah, it was hard. But Andrew Daddo
Yeah.
whistled, because we had so much time on our hands. People go, what's the hardest part? The boredom.
Just time. Just sitting around.
And you're tired, and you just want to try and sleep as much as possible because
Yeah.
it passes as much time.
Yeah, right.
Andrew Daddo whittled chopsticks out of wood.
Whatever.
And because we had so few grains of rice in our little cups, and I'm talking like that much, we would eat it grain by grain just to
Slow the
make it
process.
feel like you were doing something.
Fuck. You would have been asked to do like most of the reality shows now in Australia, right?
Yeah, I haven't done one of the other major ones. I've done like some comedy ones.
Yeah.
So I've been asked to do Dancing with the Stars lots of times. I would actually do that because everyone I know, Ricky Lee's done it.
Yep.
Everyone I know that has done that show's raved about it.
Yeah.
And also apparently it's great for fitness.
Yeah, I was going to say, I've spoken to Samantha Jade and Emily Weir who've both done it.
Yeah.
And they're both like, yeah, you get super fit. What about SAS? You wouldn't do that?
No.
That's the one I would do. I would love that.
Really?
Yeah, I'd love that
No,
show.
I couldn't stand it. I don't want someone to be yelling at me to run up a hill. Like, ask nicely, I'll run up the hill for you, but I don't respond well to aggression. I do Celebrity Apprentice, maybe.
Yeah, okay.
That's a bit more fun. You get to wear fun suits. And,
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, be a bit buy, sell,
Yeah.
sell.
Well, the way I know Tim's, obviously, we came up through radio together. And then I sort of went the other way. I was like, oh, I think I want to do stand-up, or I want to write. I like comedy and all that kind of stuff. I'm not a natural comedian, so I can write and I can perform what I write, but I don't necessarily feel that comfortable on stage. Like, I do love it. Like, every time I always say this to everyone, before I get on stage, I'm like, fucking hell, why do I do this? Why do I do this?
Of course.
And then I get off and I'm like, oh, that was fun.
It's pretty addictive. I'm the opposite to you. I'm a terrible writer.
Yeah,
I don't write anything down. I actually prefer just getting out there and telling it like you would a dinner party story.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
So that's why my theory is anyone can do stand-up, because everyone's had that moment where something hilarious has happened to them that day, and they've gone out to dinner with friends, and they've gone, "You'll never believe what happened to me today."
Yeah.
That to me is stand-up. But
Was there a moment where you thought about not taking the radio gig because of like what it would do to your comedy, or you were pretty stoked to get?
I was in stage 4 lockdown in Melbourne. There was a 9 p.m. curfew. I was saying to my boyfriend, I reckon we might be moving back to Perth to live with mum and dad. And then I got a call to be on like the radio show, the one radio show that I listened to.
Nice.
I couldn't quite believe it, but having to keep that a secret for 3 months was...
For that long, yeah.
Okay. And then I started in lockdown as well, so I didn't get up to Sydney to see Tim, and at the time it was Kate Ritchie for 3 months.
Yeah, right. What's it been now? Like 4 or 5 years?
I'm about to hit 5 years on that show. So wild. 5 years of Tim Blackwell.
You're a big fan of the ice bath, eh?
That's what I was about to bring up. Are you an ice bath person?
I am an ice bath person. I'm a sauna person.
Yeah, I love it all.
Supplement person.
Yes, I ice bath every day.
Did you? Have you got one at home?
I've got just a blow-up one at home.
Yeah.
I've got a little. I ended up buying a commercial ice maker.
Yeah, right.
And 15 minutes every day. I know Wim Hof says like 3 minutes, but I don't agree with him. 15 minutes. It is the best. I reckon it's one of the best things I've ever started doing.
Yeah, right.
It's like, sounds so wanky, but it's
great.
life-changing.
Yeah.
The dopamine rush I get from it. I do it normally, so I'll do gym, I'll do an ice bath, I'll put up, I put the news on my laptop, and I'll try and catch up on the news before I go into work. Not that we really cover current affairs, but just in case.
Yeah.
And 15 minutes in there, heaven.
Yeah, right. 15 minutes though, that's fucking crazy.
Well, I reckon if you put your head straight under, that's the worst part. Then you take your head out, you sort of acclimatise.
Oh, yeah.
And then I reckon after 3 minutes, your body just goes, boom. And sometimes I don't want to get out after 15 minutes,
right.
but I'm told you're meant to.
I'm like that with sauna. Like, I much prefer heat than cold. Like, it's always hard getting into an ice bath.
Yeah.
Like, I hate it.
Yeah.
Whereas sauna, I'll fucking do a sauna all day, every day, and it'll get to 20 minutes and I'll be like, oh, all right, I suppose I'll get out. Like, you know, so I'm not dehydrated to death kind of thing, so...
Yeah, see, I haven't had an ice bath today and won't, so I'm chomping a bit.
Yeah, right.
So but I used to go past the service station every afternoon and get 5 bags of ice, and I was like, they must be thinking I'm having a house party every single day. I did go through a phase of running home from work.
How far is that?
South Melbourne to Richmond, so I don't know, 5Ks.
It's pretty solid.
I was doing it with my producer, my old producer, who was very fit, and I could just see her in the distance, and I was like, I'm trying to keep up. But it also meant like not taking anything into work with me.
Yeah, right.
Because I didn't want to have to run with it home.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, I do love a run. But I prefer a treadmill.
Yeah, inside, just easy.
Yeah.
Breezy.
Just find cardio. I can think about stand-up. I can think about what I have to do later that day. Or I can completely zone out.
Do you do you like think about a lot of stand-up while you're sort of zoning out?
Or in the ice bath, or if I'm getting ready for I'm doing like a play or a musical, I'll practice. I do have to warn people that are in the house that aren't, Jack or our dog. If you hear weird noises coming from the ice bath,
it's fine.
That's just me in character.
Nice.
It's like, I'm fine.
Yeah.
Don't come in. And I also have to tell people, do not come in when I'm in the ice bath, because I'm a very jumpy person.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah, please don't come in.
Well, mate, this has been great.
Loved
Thanks
it.
so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, really appreciate your time.
Look at my chest.
Chest is going to be huge.
Huge.
Walk into the studio today and just be like...
I know. I'm happy to be like, hands off Ricky Lee and Blackers.
Yeah. No, awesome, mate.
Thank you so much.
Thanks very much. Appreciate
Loved it.
All good.